Welcome back to the podcast. If you follow me on social media, which I hope you are, I am most active in my free Facebook group community, Kelly Counts Macros Community. You should really join in if you're not there yet. Link in the show notes. You know that I just finished a cut if you are following me on social media. A calorie deficit, same thing as a cut, right before our vacation to Mexico. And the next two podcast episodes will be me walking you step by step through my cut so that you can copy it and have the same success. I am offering a free boot camp to get you started within my Kelly Counts Macros Facebook community, but you must be registered. It's called Kickoff to Summer Boot Camp. It is free. It will be an intense 5-day kickoff to summer so that you have your custom plan to feel your best this summer. Lose the weight, have toned muscles, more energy, and actually want to have your picture taken. So let's get into the episode. Let's get started on these steps so that you can copy them. Step 1, my why. I wanted to feel confident on our May vacation with my family. I was feeling fluffy and less defined after the holidays. I have worn the same size forever, so it's not like my jean size had went up, but I could tell that they were tighter. I don't have a whole bunch of different sizes in my closet. I have one size. And this is what I love for myself, and this is what I want for you. It's a lifestyle that is sustainable, it's flexible. You can include cheesecake, alcohol, chips and salsa, chocolate, peanut butter and chocolate, and have the body comp that you desire. My why was I wanted to feel good in my bikini in Mexico without giving up the food and drink that I love. So step 1, pick your why. Step 2, my dates, February 1st to May 3rd. That is 13 weeks, 92 days. That is what my cut dates look like. I do it once a year. In fact, last year, I only cut for 5 weeks. It was a mini cut. I wanted to take this one slower, and I encourage you to pick a start and end date. It's called periodization. So example, join the free boot camp with the kickoff call on June 9th. That way you will be feeling amazing in your summer shorts, your dresses, your sleeveless shirts, bathing suits this summer. You are not meant to be trying to diet or cut year round. It's easier to be consistent when you have specific dates set for yourself. Most of my year is lived in maintenance. I don't have a whole lot of weight to lose. If you do have over 20 pounds to lose or more, you absolutely can cut for longer. I want you to pick a beginning and an end date. I suggest starting with 8 weeks, June 10th, the start of the free boot camp, until August 8th. That's just an example. So set your dates for what I call periodization. Sometimes picking an end date, like I did, a vacation or a wedding or a summer date, that can be helpful in working backwards. After you know your cut dates, you need a calendar. I use the Clubhouse consistency calendar in my monthly membership. You can print it off, easy peasy. It's under the files in our Clubhouse. At the top, you write your goal. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can see my consistency calendar. All right, you can visually see it. I picked one goal, calorie deficit, because losing weight, changing your body comp is based on a consistent calorie deficit. I wrote down my daily weight, gave myself a raindrop or red X for days I did not reach my goals, and a green check or a flower for days that I did. I started to get bored with the checks and the X's, so I switched to raindrops and flowers. I also made notes of what days would be hard, would be roadblocks, days that I had to have a good plan, days I was going out of town, going to a winery, dinner at my mom's, my sister's birthday. I wrote down when I had bowel issues, when I had hormone issues, sleep issues, all which temporarily affect the scale. I wrote down the total calories that I consumed these days. If I stuck to my plan, I gave myself a green check or a flower. Also, when I wrote the calories for the day, I did not include my calories for fruits, veggies, and sauces. I have been doing this for a very long time, very long time. So I eat plenty of fruits and veggies, and you know I love my sauces, but a lot of you just are not that good yet. So when counting your calories, you must include your fruits, veggies, and sauces weighed in grams. I am a coach. You must track anything with calories, but I see you zooming in on my calorie count and it looks low. So that is why I didn't include my veggies, my fruits, and my sauces. It included everything else. Protein is easy for me as well, so I didn't need to worry about that. Step 3, take your progress pictures. Watch on my social media as my progress pictures are rolling out. Your before pictures, you need to take these so that you're not so hyper-focused on the scale. You need to take progress pictures. Also take your measurements. So many skip this part and it's a huge mistake. We cannot let that stupid plastic box, that scale, dictate our success. Take the pictures, put them in a hidden album on your phone, put the measurements in the notes section of your phone. I'm constantly hearing, I lost my measurements. Okay. Non-scale victories are super important during a cut so that you're not hyper focused on the number on the scale. Step 4, choose how many meals, snacks. I chose 3 meals and 2 snacks. That equals 5. No picking. No picking in between. I'm not a picker, but this will demolish that habit if you are. This actually stopped when I first started tracking it and implemented it because I didn't want to track. Plus, I also watched the Today Show. And on the Today Show, they followed around a mom who they collected all the food that she wanted to eat. Leftover chicken nuggets, leftover fries, leftover peanut butter and jelly crusts, M&Ms. And when they added up all the calories, it was over 2 days of calories. So she was eating more than she thought. So your tummy and my tummy is not a garbage can. I don't bite, lick, and taste. So I see you out there. I see you grabbing those goldfish crackers from the pantry. I use the recent foods tab in the tracker, as you should eat a lot of the same things. I also use the copy and paste function, which saves a boatload of time. It was very easy for me to eat meals on repeat. If you have this mindset that I get bored, I'm sorry, but if you're doing a strict cut, too bad. Too bad. I have 9 months out of the year to lean on my habits, eat more variety, and not eat like a jerk, which can be a common mistake when not in a cut. Boring is okay. It's easy. It's easier for the busy person. It's easier to rinse and repeat. I added in variety at dinner with my family and on the weekends when I had more time. But I said variety. I did not say I didn't track. I use all the clickable recipes in the clubhouse because number 1, they're delicious. Number 2, the work is done for you. Number 3, I didn't have to think about what to make for dinner. I just went to the dinner guide inside of the clubhouse, chose P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps, added the ingredients to my Walmart app, had the ingredients delivered, and done. So easy, easy peasy. Step 5, choose how you will move your body. This looks different for everyone. I did not include my strength training, my step count, my water on my consistency calendar. I'm already always consistent with these. These are easy for me and a habit for me. I know that calories move the needle the most. For exercise, I aimed for 10,000 steps per day. I did strength training 5 times a week and ran every other week with a friend 5 miles just to catch up. And I concentrated on steps the other days. So my schedule was strength training 5 times a week, walking 7 days a week, one day being on an incline. I am going to say again that calorie deficit consistently is key, not exercise. The plan for exercise that I just mentioned to you is what I do year round. If you find that you eat better, if you exercise, then you need an exercise plan, which is what we will give you inside of the free boot camp. My best tips that led me to success and will be a game changer for you as well. So things that I limited: eating out, very rare. Right now, our life is super busy. I made it a priority though to pack all of my food and snacks. I really don't enjoy concession stands. I don't enjoy fast food. I don't enjoy pizza. I know, I'm weird. I enjoy fresh food at restaurants with my husband. That was my priority. Easy to track, fish and veggies, or pork fish tacos, or simply a protein and a veggie, keeping it simple. A lot of times we would just go out on a date and I would pre-track my high noon or my vodka waters. Easier to track the high noons because they're in a can. And of course, a vodka water poured by a bartender. Well, who knows how much you're getting of what. So there was a time that I had to remove the all or nothing mentality, which I know a lot of you are still struggling with. So we were going out to a winery and it was a friend's winery. So I ordered a flight to be polite, just to try all the different wines. I split it with my girlfriend. She drank the majority of it. And then I moved on to my vodka with Mio. And I pre-tracked this and stuck to my plan. I removed the all or nothing mentality. I wasn't there measuring my flight of wine. Other times, a lot of times, I just prepared a yummy, simple dinner at home, and then Ron and I would go out and listen to music and reconnect, enjoying a few drinks. So no reason to squash your social life. You can still have a social life. Speaking of alcohol, for those that do travel for dance or ball, perhaps you're always going on weekend getaways, I included very bright lines for myself. On travel basketball and volleyball weekends, I only packed what I wanted to consume. I pre-tracked and I stuck to my plan. I know my tipping point with alcohol is 3 to 4 drinks. I did never let myself go above that. Remember, this is a cut and you must give up some things. I live most of my life in maintenance. You have to make adjustments for a cut. Let's talk about the scale. In episode 2, I will tell you exactly the weight that I started, how much I lost, how many inches I lost, but the scale, dun, 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 right? There was not really a number that I wanted to see, but I wanted to shred fat. It's definitely way more about the way that I feel and how my progress pictures look. I wanted to feel good in my bikini in Mexico starting on May 3rd. So with that being said, if you're starting a cut, if you're in the middle of your journey, once again, progress pictures are an absolute must. And I always tell my clients, until you can be consistent for 1 month, I don't want to hear about the scale. The focus needs to be on habits, non-scale victories, relationships with food, removing the all or nothing mentality, stopping the self-sabotage, and giving yourself grace while talking to yourself like you would your best friend. I removed the emotion with the day-to-day weights. I loved looking at the averages along with the monthly progress, not the day-to-day. I'm a macro scientist, not a macro dieter. So which are you? Are you comparing month to month or day to day? Comparing month to month is what you should be doing. I also looked at the average over 7 days and wrote the number at the end of the week. So we are going to stop right here and pick up next week. And I can't wait to share the results along with my specific plan as to what I ate and what I did. As always, keep it super simple. You need the consistency calendar. You need to stay in your calorie deficit if cutting is your plan. You need to pick dates. Don't look for a completely clear spot on your calendar. It's not going to happen. You will end up spinning your tires. Declare your dates in the Kelly Counts Macros free Facebook community. I suggest 8 weeks. Join the free boot camp, the kickoff to summer, inside the Kelly Counts Macros Facebook community so that you can lose that weight to reveal tone muscles and feel good in your suit this summer. The link will be in the show notes. So talk to you next week for part 2 of my cut, where I tell you exactly what plan I used, what I ate, so that you can copy it to lose weight, to reveal tone muscles without being frustrated. You guys are always doing so much better than you think you are. I mean that. Until next time.